to hold your hand whilst you're out there. It's pretty chill, I imagine. An adventure.
It was very definitely an adventure. Definitely matured me. I mean, if you have a chance to go and live somewhere that's like not in your home, you know, you should take it because you get a lot of experience.
Perspective,
definitely.
I think,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
the key word. Yeah, I mean, I lived in Canada for only about 7 months, but for sure it does change your perspective on the world. That is a definite. All right, let's get into this draft. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So Extreme have grabbed themselves a Grimstroke and the Phantom Assassin to start things off. Meanwhile, Voldemort have grabbed the Venomancer and the Rubik. Meanwhile, in the second phase, as you mentioned, they banned out the Magnus, Darkseer and Voldemort, and they also banned out the Bat Rider. Meanwhile, Extremum, they have gotten rid of the Morphling, they've gotten rid of the Phantom Lancer, and they've gotten rid of the Vector. So really singling out the carry heroes, trying to get those big S-tier carries out of the pool and try and protect their PA a little bit, try and make their PA the apex hero in this game. I can still see a Void available for... oh no, I can't because it's banned out. Yeah, Voldemort banned the mids themselves. So none of those really big flashy carries available anymore, right?
Yeah, so the reason they banned out this carry is because they already picked their own, and that allows them to just get rid of whatever carries they want, and they know Voldemort still need one. The Phantom Assassin being picked up from the second pick made it so that they can just straight up ban any counters to this hero. Anti-Mage is in the pool, but I think it's very unlikely we'll see an Anti-Mage with a Phantom Assassin. And one of the reasons why they went for this PA early, like, this is not normal in any way, right? Phantom Assassin this early in the game. It's definitely considered a tier 2 carry hero. But the reason why they picked it, I believe, is because of the Venomancer. They want to get that daggers out onto the Venom in the lane and be able to jump on top of him, kill him off. Rubik also really bad hero against Phantom Assassin. All the spells of PA are really useless for the Rubik to utilize. And then once you do get that BKB on the PA, you can just jump right on top of the Rubik and kill him. And here we go. Slardar. Oh, man. So they did ban out the Mag and the Darkseer, which can buff up the PA, but Slardar also buffs up the PA by giving a negative armor debuff onto the opponent. So she has a really easy target that she can jump onto. She buys Desolator, you know, you got that Slardar negative armor, and then all of a sudden your daggers, your crits, everything do so much damage.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen some anti-armor today going on already with the Corrosive Haze, the big right-clicking heroes. We had a Teye, yeah, minus 50 armor in that game is what they managed to get to. That was their record, I think. So that was pretty disgusting. Doubt we're going to be getting this low since PA offers very little anti-armor herself. Well, at least compared to a TA, that is. But, you know, she finds the Deso, she builds herself an AC, she finds that Orb of Corruption and those kinds of items. And, of course, she's got that own talent, the damage, the anti-armor talent as well, so yeah, maybe we're gonna get down there as well the second time. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker coming out from Voldemort. You said they like their interesting fruity pickups, and Bloodseeker is definitely that. I haven't really seen so much of this hero since the changes.
Yeah, I think because he's just very different, right? So you need a lot of practice with it. A lot of these players don't have that quite yet with this hero, and I do feel like he's a lot worse than what he was before. When he came out, he had like a 40% win rate or something. It was absolutely terrible. The worst. And this game is not a good Bloodseeker game. I mean, I get the idea. You want to rupture the Phantom Assassin, but then late game, that rupture isn't going to do a whole lot.
Yeah.
So you can just jump in with their Satanic and just, you know, heal back to full. And you're playing into Slardar and Alina. So these two heroes, the stuns, the minus armor, the Lina with the Yules is just going to lock up this Bloodseeker in the game too. I want to say that this Lina pickup from Extremum is actually so good because PA needs some hero like that who can constantly push lanes out so the PA can just chill back and farm. Because if the lanes are pushed out, then she knows that the opponent needs to kill those creep waves before she can get ganked, and that will buy her more time, right? So the Lina are going to be playing mid most likely. It could be the position 4 with the Slardar. I can definitely see that. Actually, probably more likely the Lina is a position 4.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what I'm thinking.
Right. But I do like to see it now that the Bloodseekers pick the Lina be a position, because I think it's going to have so much value, especially with the Slardar minus armor. The Lina can also transition into a carry role, like kind of carry role later into the game.
Yeah, I mean, it also gives Extreme the freedom, right? You know, they're going to have last pick overall. They can put this Lina at mid, and maybe there's some really high value 4 they could pick up. Like, I can see something like a Shadow Demon looking really, really nice for them right now if they wanted to go down that route for the 4 position. So also works well with the Slardar.
Actually, the Shadow Demon with an Aghanim can make the Bloodseeker not have thirst.
Yeah, the break.
Yeah, the break on that. That's a very strong counter. Another strong counter to Bloodseeker is actually Nyx Assassin. His
Really?
ultimate. Yeah, his ultimate, then also the Spike Carapace, you can use that on his blood right. On his blood right, and he just gets stunned up right after and dies.
10 seconds
Really,
remaining.
it's really annoying for Bloodseeker to play against Nyx, but we won't see that. We won't see that hero. I'm pretty certain of it.
Pretty bad, unfortunately. Yeah, no, pretty bad. I imagine they still want to. I don't know. I just get the feeling in Extreme, like, you know, we have last pick. We're gonna use the mid for it, right? Like that's just so common.
Okay, they banned it. I was gonna say Storm, but Voldemort actually banned it. That's another hero who's very good against Bloodseeker and Venomancer. Because you don't care about all those plague words. You can just jump in, and Bloodseeker's mid. Every time he goes for last hits, he's gonna get hit with that Revenant overload, and you're just gonna lose your lane. So strong bans on the Storm and the Queen. Actually, Queen can do the same thing. Be able to catch Veno and Bloodseeker from far. So let's see what the Extremum are up to. They banned out the Kunkka, and they're gonna ban out one more mid hero, or do they actually think this Bloodseeker is 100% carry? If that's the case, the Slaughter is gonna have a good lane. I think they need to pick up like a Troll Warlord or something to be able to deal with Slaughter, and I think Troll's quite good against PA as well. Because if he buys that MKB and he's ahead in net worth, like this PA is not gonna really have a good game after that.
True enough. That could also be an. There's just a lot of directions they could take this in. You can be very creative with the point these two drafts are in. Based on the 4 heroes we're seeing right now, hold the phone. It's going to be the Void Spirit.
Okay, so Void Spirit middle.
This is a really high tempo draft from Voldemort.
Yeah, it is, and they need to stay at high tempo because I think Extremum are gonna take over the late game pretty hard. Here I love to see the Lina as a position 2. I want to see the Lina as a position 2. I think. But if they have another hero that can beat the Void Spirit, they'll probably go for that route on the side of Extreme. You know, honestly, the Void Spirit pick could have been like a block pick also. Because Extreme are really good at playing that hero. Okay, so it's going to be Ember. They're going to go the Lina forwards. Spirit matchup.
Yeah, this one usually goes one way or the other. I mean, I don't feel like either one has a huge advantage over the other, which is nice. So it's going to come down to the skill-based matchup between Borneo and Melagilus. Really close, I feel. I'd actually kind of give the edge to Borneo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Good, but I think Borneo is kind of a little bit better in the lane. Melagil's a little bit better when it comes to like making plays and making space. So that's how I'd kind of balance that matchup.
I want to go with Extreme lineup though. I think they're gonna take this game here. Like, I don't often say that. I don't often say, "Oh, I think this team's gonna win," but the chances of Extremum actually losing this game or not being able to come back is quite low. So Voldemort, they gotta play well from early to mid, and then after 20 minutes, they just gotta completely zone out Extremum, not make a single mistake.
Yeah, I think Voldemort have kind of put the pressure on themselves to have a really high performance game because, you know, if this was like 2 teams which are like top of their game, like absolutely top tier teams playing these drafts, I would probably give the advantage to the Voldemort team because I think like these heroes have such high potential and this lineup has a really high potential in what they can achieve.
And they won't make mistakes, right?
But,
that's what you're.
Yeah, exactly. There won't be that room for mistakes, but 1 or 2 errors and Extremum I believe are going to take it as well. So I can see Voldemort if they're on fire and if they're just like completely focused in the zone, then they could totally take this game. But yeah, it's Extremum are just going to capitalize on anything they do wrong. And I mean, yeah, Voldemort have not been as consistent as we would have liked to see so far. But you know, I like it. I still like it. I think they have a real opportunity to prove the haters wrong right now, and that's again mentality you got to have when you're in this position. You know, when you've kind of been relegated down to the Divine League and you want to try and make a name for yourself. This is where it all comes through. So let's get into it. Game number 1 of Voldemort versus Extremum, starting now.
Here we are. I guess when we do make these predictions, we're also accounting for the teams that are playing. I just think Radiant's lineup they can make so many errors. They'll be able to come back. And that's why we keep talking about how like Dire lineup, if they're 2 of the highest level teams, like we can see that team steamrolling. Because this Bloodseeker, he's still gonna be very scary. He has a lot of snowball potential. I'm just concerned he's laning against a Slaughter and a Lina. Literally his worst matchups. Right? 2 stuns. Yeah, it's 2 freaking stuns. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. the more I think about it, I think this lane is actually really, really bad for the Bloodseeker at the moment.
Well, there's brighter clouds over in the bottom lane, perhaps, where we're going to seem to have the Centaur and Rubik. I mean, that's always a strong lane, isn't it?
It is. It's such a strong lane. PA doesn't actually have a really good time fighting into the Centaur because every time she daggers the Centaur, she'll take damage from the Retaliate, assuming he goes Retaliate. But if he doesn't, actually, that's true. I haven't seen the new Centaur versus the PA. The old Centaur always max out Retaliate, right? So every time you dagger, you take too much damage. But the new Centaur tends to max out the double edge and even goes for 2 levels in Who Stomp with no Retaliate. But the magic damage is going to be very annoying for the Phantom Assassin regardless.
Yes.
So yeah, I do expect this lane to be way better though for Voldemort. Rubik Centaur lane.
Yeah, so brighter clouds, you know, one lane going one way, one lane predicted to go the other, and I guess that leaves it down to the mid lane, the Spirit matchup, and I already mentioned this one. It's pretty even, to be honest. You know, one has a magic shield, one has a physical shield, both have decent mobility, both have like a lot to play around here. It's a very kind of skill-based matchup here, so gonna be interesting to see who pulls out ahead. Borneo gonna go and kind of just sacrifice his range crew straight away to try and get this denial. Melodil gets it, and that's nice for Melodil here because he didn't have to pop his flame guard to get the range creep like he usually do in Ember lane. Gets to hold on to it a little longer.
It looks like he got all the XP on the first wave. He's already level 2. He's gonna be able to harass this guy mid a little bit. Let's check out top actually. This is where we're gonna see a lot of stuff going down. And he goes for the Blood right first on the Bloodseeker. And this is the correct skill build because you need to be able to push the lane out. So you don't have Sodar double waving you and running at you with his bash all the time. So you're going to be able to get the range.
Elor is just slapping Yell
Oh,
here.
the
And the courier! They've got the ward under the tower! Oh no!
Is that worth it?
Durachio.
Giving away the ward for the courier?
I mean, it depends. I didn't see what the courier had on it. I imagine a salve, just. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Courier's going to respawn in about a minute. He'll have his Wraith Band ready to go then. Just means that he's got to be like careful and not let himself get too low. But he's got a decent amount of regen anyway, so I'm not too worried. Oh, just doing a really good job. Yeah, this Bloodseeker could be in some real trouble. Look at the damage coming through. Even taking a hit from the tower as well. Right clicks are there. Stun is in. And down goes the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, this Venom actually can't do anything in this lane because he has boots, he doesn't have so much regen, and every time he goes to hit the Lina can just stun him. Yeah. Because he has like pretty weak turn rate and low movement speed, right? Even with the boots, so then the Venom is just gonna take way more damage. This Bloodseeker already giving away first blood. Oh man.
Trying to keep the small camp stack into the hard camp block to make these pulls a little bit harder. And the stun misses here as well. Let's see, maybe they can... Nah, Dracha's just like, nah. this Lina's way too big. Yeah.
Yeah, Fiery Soul. So good.
He'll finally hits level 2. Will finally get himself a modicum of damage to throw out and throws down the Plague Wards. Bit of damage now onto Vel'Koz, forcing him out a bit. Meanwhile, Rubik down to the bottom lane getting jumped on here. Stun comes down though. The Phantom Assassin could be the one in trouble after all, but the Wing Swell comes out. Only decent amount of damage and holding back the side of Voldemort as their gank is turned around upon.
Boogie has been using his double edge non-stop. Every time the Phantom Assassin walks up, he's just dropping it on her. They already have to use a healing salve here. Her regen's getting a bit low too. Once the Centaur is level 3, it's gonna be even more painful. The magic stick helps so much in this lane. Oh, Nikwa out of position.
Yeah, Fatebolt helped him out a little bit, but unfortunately they got plenty of spells available. Nice done indeed, yeah, and with no Phantom Strike, he can't actually grab the kill onto Nikwa here, doesn't look like, although he's still trying, throwing a couple of daggers here and there, but not going to overcommit to this one as Boogie just does too much damage, and this double edge spam, so annoying. Free spell, get yourself the 2 rings of regen, just go at it.
And just the magic stick too, constantly healing him back up. So his efficiency on the double edge is so. Oh my gosh, a ring of health too now. All right, PA, I believe your time in this lane is coming to an end. Just gonna non-stop spam double edge, and you're just getting so much more sustained. This stack pull is really good though, and this is what we're seeing a lot of lately, where supports just try to stack pull the small camp all the time. They don't like try to do a single pull anymore. It's been like that since the new patch hit. It's just so hard for you to get that big pull cap from the safe laner's position now, because the position 4 are so good at stopping from pulling.
Yeah, they can just go and shove their face into it and battle Great Wave every time. But they're going to make a play onto Boogie here, and Boogie here is going to get himself stunned up. Could be in some trouble. Health Regen helping him out a bit here. Nefru just continues to take hits at him. Cycling Dagger comes in as well. Nico trying to make his way over. He is going to have that Fade Bolt and lift, and that is going to mean that there is no more opportunity from EXTREMUM down here. I say that, jumps back in, Boogie. I think he might get this kill. The right clicks come through and they get the kill. Stroke of Fate finishes off the Centaur as well, but it's going to be a good trade for the side of Voldemort, I would say, with that guy going down. Meanwhile, Yol denies himself at top. No big deal.
I would have to agree with that because the Centaur now comes back with full health back into the bottom lane. And he had like, what, 5 HP or something and no healing salve. So they were able to kill the PA and come back full HP with the Centaur. And PA is still going to be very, very scared now in this lane to fight into a full HP Centaur.
Yeah, it's quite rough. Good luck.
Oh, bro Ninja here. Is it bro Ninja? Ninja?
There's a lot of conversation. I mean, I've always called him Bornea. I think it's actually supposed to be something like Bornea or something, but yeah, I go Bornea. I've already said it. Okay. People don't seem to get annoyed about it.
So Bornea here, he actually went back to base to refill his bottle. Ember Spirit is really far ahead in this mid lane now in terms of experience. And there's a lot of pressure that's about to come into this tower with the catapults soon. So they're actually winning 2 lanes on the side of EXTREMUM, top and mid lane. Bottom lane is in the favor of Voldemort. We kind of expected all this, right, to happen with the side lanes at least.
Voldemort could be in some trouble up at top here. He's actually going to straight up TP away, so really doesn't want anything to do. And yeah, not a single stun in this lane.
Yeah, as soon as you get killed, you should just TP straight up. It's probably just worth it, because the Venomancer is going to be quite useless like 20 seconds after that.
Prepare for a lesson.
Oh, Melojo got the haste rune. Uh-oh. That signals a lot of alarms for Voldemort side lanes, I think.
Yeah,
like that's really, really hard. Yeah, they gotta be. They can't even dive towers anymore. If they dive towers, it's a guaranteed Ember TPing into your lane and pretty much killing both of your heroes.
Oh, they might noting that. Ooh, jump away, still being chased though. Gornia in some trouble though. He does manage to grab off the remnant here, but I think he's going down all the same. The rotations in from Voldemort are just too damn slow, and Nikwa, he actually could be in some trouble here if Meljul just keeps on going, but nah, out of mana. Can't really continue with anything more here, even though G is behind him.
Venomancer getting chased by a Slaughter with Treads and Embracer. He's gonna back off or he's gonna chase him down. These Venom wards are so annoying. Oh my goodness. He just plopping this like level 1 wards. They're feeding 15 gold, but it's buying enough time for his Bloodseeker to continue farming, catching back up. He's actually ahead of the Slaughter and Lasses finally.
Good job, Drudge. Yeah. And then doing well. And just as I was about to say, like, they're actually using 2 stand-ins on the side of Voldemort, aren't they? Because they've usually got Wish and we're just going to come down onto Afterlife here. All they needs to run. Belhor only TP to the tower though, so still going to be able to help out with the Light Striker Ren. They're trying to turn this one around onto the Bloodseeker here. He could be in some trouble himself. Meanwhile, Veno going to be able to just kind of sit on the front lines here, playing with the Slardar, but the Slardar, he's absolutely fine. He even dropped his Bracer for the increased healing from the Magic Wand and had a Fairy Fight to go as well. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Boogie on the run. They have got a dagger thrown onto him. They're going to keep on jumping here. Phantom Strike available in just 1 second. They don't need it. They'll kill him off. And Boogie is going to die. But it's all because the Rubik TP to mid earlier on.
Really nice rotation there from G to make that play happen on mid and essentially giving PA a lot more space, less threat onto her. And now with that kill, this PA should be completely fine if we take it.
Sure if this is the right play. They're trying to creep down the... Oh, never mind. They've got the damage actually, but he jumps away. He manages to get the remnant out just at the last second and doesn't pop to the Astral Step thanks to the Flame Guard, I think. So Meljul does just about get out away with that one. So what is is the Bloodseeker okay at top now that the Slardar's hit 6 and has this Corrosive Haste to spam out on him?
I don't think this Bloodseeker was ever okay. I think they just chased the Venomancer too much and missed too many stuns also in this lane that allowed the Bloodseeker to catch up.
Bottom lane, PA under the tower. The right click's coming on through here. They're even going to pop out the Stampede preemptively here to chase him down and make sure they grab that kill. And now they're going towards G as well. Grimstroke going to be the extra +1 here for Voldemort. And they're going to grab him. 2 nice kills in this bottom lane and should open up for the tower with the Siege Creep as well.
Yep, Venomancer rotating to the catapult here, bottom.
Guys, don't let that catapult. Oh my god.
Bloodseeker top. Oh no, he's getting chased. He's all alone.
He is indeed getting chased. Poor little blood.
Yeah, that's probably not the place you want to be, especially once your Venomancer has shown himself in the bottom lane. So, EXTREMUM doing the natural play, someone's bottom, you don't want to TP there to defend, you're going to attack top, right? So, the Bloodseeker is farming the big camp, they go to him, get a free kill, and all of a sudden this play they made bottom seems less good because the Bloodseeker did die. I feel like he should have just been farming further to the right if he wanted to just get some more XP at the moment. But he's going to TP bottom now, he wants that safe area of the map to farm up in. This is going to make Centaur's game a little bit more difficult because he's going to have to go somewhere into a more dangerous position now where he would have liked to have stayed bottom, to be honest. Get that hood, get that item first. Another blink or something. He's actually the most farmed hero on Dire.
Yeah,
really
I'm not surprised about that. Yeah, he's been doing a good job in his lane, just spamming out his PA. But they're making
Melon.
plays at bottom lane. They've actually managed to get out the leash onto the two of them, holding them together, trying to get rid of these Phantom Embrace. They're going to chop down the Rupture onto Ember Spirit. It's going to make a difference, though. It doesn't really look like it. They're running down to Ratchet all the same. They don't even care about the Rupture. 2 kills onto 2 big cores. Where were the supports?
They left. They thought this was a secure tower and EXTREMUM were not going to defend. The Venomancer TP top, he showed himself. And because of that, they just defended bottom. That was actually a complete disaster. Oh, they're going to go on to G here, though. But there's a lot of TP rotations coming out.
Yeah,
I'm not sure they're going to get away with it.
Very similar to what literally just happened here for Voldemort. They are going to get cut down again here. Pretty awkward stuff.
Oh, yeah. See, this is why you got to make sure the tower is absolutely secured before you TP out. Suddenly, the Bloodseeker who TP'd bottom is dead again. Doesn't have a TP. Now is walking out to the big camp just to farm up here. His last 2 minutes have been absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, they have not been great, have they? Poor old Duracho. He's been relegated to the jungle. Couldn't lane at top, couldn't lane at bottom, and now we've got to go hit some neutrals, and that is not where you want to be as a Bloodseeker. So now we just got to kind of wait for the timings. PA's running straight in for the Desolator this game. Nefrit wants to be hitting hard, hitting fast, and hitting early. And it looks like EXTREMUM are going to be the one to hit a pretty early timing here. Is it them who want to be playing the aggressive game in the next kind of 5 minutes or so once they have those items up?
I don't see why not. There's no real items EXTREMUM actually need in the game, and they're gonna go straight for the Desolator too.
Absolutely. Nuke damage, take down towers, it's what they need, it's everything their team needs. There's no reason to go for the Battle Fury this game.
Right. You're not. If you get the Deso, you're just enabling your Slaughter even more and like fighting with him to fight your way into the game instead of just farming your way into the game. I think this is so good. Bloodseeker, obviously, he's got pretty decent armor, but once he gets Corrosive Haste, that's gonna be gone, and the PA is just gonna be able to jump in on him. Like all the heroes on Voldemort are quite squishy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Veno, Rubik. I think the Void Spirit also has extremely low armor, just 5 only.
Oh, Jesus. If he gets caught out at any point, he's just going to get absolutely crushed this game. And it also opens up for a really early Roshan for EXTREMUM as well. With this Corrosive Haze and with this Desolator, they can just jump in there and tear him apart so quickly. Another objective which Voldemort won't be able to take for a very long time this game. They just have a terrible Roshan lineup. Their lineup's all about the pickoffs, and you don't really get pickoffs if you fall behind in the laning phase, and they're 2k gold behind right now, and 6 kills behind as well.
They need this Rubik to start playing around mid and getting this lane out there, so the Void Spirit will have more space on the map to make plays. But then their catch is really weak, honestly, on the side of Voldemort. Like they gotta use Rupture, but this guy is so underfarmed at the moment on his Bloodseeker. Interesting situation they're in right now.
Yeah, and some.
So, best move, get the Rubik to push the mid lane and then smoke up with your Bloodseeker and your Void Spirit and try to like get to the bottom jungle, get a key pick off and just invade that area and sit there. That's probably the best thing Voldemort can do right now. If they try to play on 3 lanes, I think they're just going to keep on dying because EXTREMUM are the ones who have plenty of catch. They got the dagger from the PA. They got the Ember who can just go in like this, like top right now, Centaur.
Hold on, Theban, 1 second as your microphone kind of exploded, but the Centaurs are one in trouble. They'll move forwards onto Nequa here as well. Nequa struggling. He's getting beaten down here. Rubik is going to go down as well, and that's going to be a double kill. 1 second, guys. I was trying to sort out this audio. Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah, what happened?
Hey man, things just exploded. I don't know. The audio just completely, yeah, went like Exterminator Mr. Roboto times 1000. It was pretty scary actually. I had to, yeah, lock my door. I thought the robots were coming, but it's all good now. We're fine. We're fine. I hope.
Right, cool.
Everything looks fine from my end. I'm sure the lovely, calm, patient gentlemen at Twitch chat will let us know if anything, anything untoward is happening. But I think we're good. Meanwhile, Voldemort wrapping around here. They're trying to make a play off their own. Kind of awkward when they don't have the Yule Scepter, so they're going to have to try and go for it bare onto this Lina, which could be a bit tricky.
The
gives them the vision. She's very wary of Velhor. Yeah.
She knows they're coming from the right side. There's nobody showing bottom. Top is pushed in. Nobody showing there either. It's just so natural. Yeah, and they're just going to nuke from the left side, and this just makes all of Voldemort's plays completely useless at this point. Dude, this is, man, I know exactly what Voldemort's comms like right now because I've been in this situation before and it's not fun. Like they know they can't farm their way back into the game and they know they need to kill something because Extremum are just out farming you so heavily and outmaneuvering you with all these lane shoving abilities. This is like a slow death.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bound to happen. Nice dodge from Melagil might actually result in him getting the kill onto Boogie here. They are using 2 stand-ins on their 1 and 2 players, right, on the side of Voldemort. So, you know, Duracho standing in for Radjix and Boromir standing in for Wish. They're definitely not at full capacity here, and you can feel that kind of communication is a little bit confused. Now a smoke out from Extremum. Who are they going to find? There's plenty of targets around. Void Spirit. Oh no, I thought he was jumping away. I thought he knew, but he knew nothing. Could be in some trouble here, although the Stampede's coming out. They might be able to keep him alive here. Boromir is going to survive, despite the crit dagger. Very rude. He's going to be okay. Smoke gank wasted, but Stampede also thrown out the window as well.
That was pretty good base though, because now the Venomancer was able to get this lane out top. He's level 7, level 4 Plague Wards, and the Bloodseeker was also farming a stack of Ancients. So that kind of slowed down Extremum's momentum there, because they really want to get a kill and then join, like connect that into the tower. And now they're gonna make the move into top Voldemort, smoke up, push them mid lane first. Let's see.
They're on the run. What can they find? Boogie leading the charge. Still no Blink. Still no Stampede. So he's going to need somebody else to set up for him. PA could be a really big target here. Boromir going to jump on him straight away. Jumps across to his friend. Meanwhile, oh, can't get the stun up onto the Centaur here, but they got him lifted up. They got to throw him back. The double edge comes through. Boromir will finish the job. And now, ulti drop from Yol as well, but they don't want to dive the tower for this. They're happy with their PA kill, but Melagil's not happy at all. He jumps back in and kills off Yol. Voldemort, they got to chill out a little bit here, but meanwhile, the Rupture's coming down. Onto whom? Onto Velhor. Nice stun through the 2 of them as well as they throw down the Dragon Slave from the Rubik. Meanwhile, they just jump back in, kill off Velhor. Good fight so far from the side of Voldemort. Melagil, though, he's got that remnant down. He's TPing home, gonna get his mana and come back. And the PA is gonna be back soon enough as well. 5 seconds, and I'll have this PA. Fortunately, not quite at her deso yet, so still a little bit behind where she wants to be.
Ember.
He's good. He's good. They've left. Yeah.
So that was a really nice engagement because they were able to find the perfect hero, which was the Phantom Assassin. Anyone else getting caught probably wouldn't have mattered that much for Extremum. And the Rubik with the Dragon Slave plus the Fade Bolt, they have so much burst damage at the moment. So this Yule's combo from the Void Spray into the Rubik, just double nuking, is just gonna kill anybody.
Yeah, I really want them to keep going with this. I really want Voldemort to just keep up this momentum, use this spell which the Rubik's stolen. They don't have much long left on it, and I think they might have missed their timing a little bit, but would have really liked to see keep up that pressure. They don't need Stampede, like they don't need their Rapture, you know, those 2 spells are on cooldown, it's fine, just keep going, just keep fighting, it's all you can do. But unfortunately now PA, she finishes off that Desolator, she's going to be an absolute machine in these fights, dishing out so much damage with that minus armor in combination with the Slardar. You gotta fear this PA.
Yeah, she. I think they would actually want to smoke up at this point, right? They're not gonna farm up with the Desolator into another item. Even going for Roshan is not a bad idea either. They can melt that Rosh so quickly. But there's two wards here. They see the Bloodseeker. They want to go into this Bloodseeker. There's no vision from Dire either. It's a short kill.
Drums, run, Stampede being used as well. They will keep him alive.
He missed chains. Oh.
Damn. Big mistake from Melodil.
Yeah, that was a sure kill if he actually got the chains on him and just jumped in with the PA. That's so much damage right now.
Smoke wasted, but no ultimates really. Okay.
One dagger, I dead.
See you later, buddy.
No, it's like that old man meme, right? I guess I'll die now, right?
Yeah.
One dagger.
Guess I'm dead. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, PA.
Also got the
Very cool hero.
on the PA. So nice.
Mm.
I want to see them rush. I really do want to see them rush. Like, bait Voldemort out and then try to take the fight outside the pit with his Ember Spirit and Lina. Just so much damage.
That's powerful.
They have so much vision too. Yeah, they have so much vision here. I'm surprised. Oh, they're actually waiting for Bloodseeker.
Oh, Duracho.
Oh no. Oh no. He thought they were rushing, so he's like, okay, I guess I'll go push this lane out while they rush.
Yeah. Tried to get the read, but unfortunately, put himself in a vulnerable position. I mean, great job from EXTREMUM as well, just kind of abusing the fact that, you know, they don't have vision in this area. They're gonna think we're doing right. Let's get themselves a key kill and bait this top lane. Overcome to defend it, and it was a perfect target. Now Nephrit's gonna start chunking away at Roshan. They have the Corrosive Haze out onto him right now, because they actually thrown it onto Yol instead, as they want to try and take this fight. They really don't want Voldemort a chance to come into this. Jill going very far on the front lines here, and that poison will miss. And now Void Spirit in some trouble. Does have that Yules though to try and get himself some modicum of safety. Gets up that, not quite up the high ground, but it'll do. Meanwhile, Afterlife throwing down the Corrosive Haze, trying to get the vision on these heroes. Being very brave sitting on the front lines here. And yeah, he's just gonna get blown up, but the two-man stun comes in as a response. Light Striker right down on top of them as well. Rubik, meanwhile, has actually stolen the Corrosive Haze. He can start throwing that out onto some heroes, but now, meanwhile, the bench going on in the front lines. The Venomancer drops that ulti. Melodil getting kind of low here, but he has got that Flame Shield still upon him, and look at how much damage he's dealing with the Sleight of Fist. It's just doing so much work. Brony and Yol already dropping. Meanwhile, still on the backlines, but Boogie needs to run, trying to get that silence off him. Meanwhile, the backlines, Afterlife has been dropped, and, well, Voldemort, they are going to have to cut their losses.
Yeah, I mean, the PA is not the only threat on the side of EXTREMUM. This Ember, who's very tanky and can also utilize that Corrosive Haze with Sleight of Fist, is a huge threat as well. He's actually the highest network hero at the moment, and he's having so much impact in this fight. His Flame Guard is also able to soak up that damage from the Rubik, the Venomancer. This Void Spirit is no longer having a game. He's fallen below the Lina network after that dieback.
You got to be careful on the Void Spirit as well. You know, you have to realize that you are just dead if they jump you. It doesn't matter if you've got a Centaur behind you ready to blink stun. Like, they are just going to do so much damage. Like, the first 2 hits from Phantom Strike, if you've got Corrosive Haze on you, you're gone. You don't get to live.
Rubik.
Oh dear. Yeah. It just seems so convincing. Every time EXTREMUM sees someone, they get the Corrosive Haze, or even if they don't, they just have so much damage. Yeah, but I mean, you even miss the Venomous Gale. This just feels bad.
Yeah, they're just gonna go to the Roshan pit. They don't even care about this tier 1 tower. Ember will just push in the lane, and then the Slaughter and the PA will just delete this Rosh now.
Take him down, boys. Take him down. Roshan, half health. Couple more crits. There you go. Up 25%. Yeah, they're kind of thinking of coming for this. No, Voldemort. There's no chance.
No, they're not.
I mean, I was saying they're thinking of coming there. I wasn't saying they're going to make it in time. There was no chance of them making it in time.
Yeah. It's like saying, you know, I want to be a millionaire, but...
Yeah. I want to steal some shit. Oh, okay. All right. Nico sets about to kill onto the Ember. They have got lockdown. That's something this team have got.
Yeah, the telekinesis plus the Light Strike array. I don't think he expected that. And the Light Strike array plus the Fade Ball is actually enough to delete through the Flame Guard as well, because of the Rubik's damage
Void
amplification.
Spirit does just about get off and assimilate. Meanwhile, jump into the backlines from Boogie with the light strike array. They've got the two supports locked down here. Can they finish the job? Then they need a little bit more. The double edge sings through 3. The PA also going to lose her life. What are you doing, Extremum? They're falling apart. A buyback comes out from Velhol here. In fact, he wants to come back into this one. He's not that healthy, though. Has got the Laguna, wants to drop on the Duratio here. Needs a little bit more damage. The light strike array comes in for the Rubik, and now Duratio comes flying back in. Gets the kill up onto Velhol. Oh, dearie me. What just happened to Extremum? They melted.
War Rap God, what happened there was the Ember Spirit died first. They were 4 versus 5, and Voldemort took the gamble, went in, and the Ember didn't buy back into that fight. Oh my goodness, they're so low.
Eligible. It just does not stop, but gotta say, Rubik MVP in the past few fights. Yeah, he's just dropping these light strike arrays like nobody's business.
Yeah, I think in that last clash, it would be a completely different situation if the Ember actually bought out and TP'd into that team fight and help them fight for 5 versus 5 because they are much stronger. But all of a sudden, because he took the, safe approach or he wasn't sure, Voldemort just had their way 5 versus 4, and now they're completely back in the game. I want to say, like, PA also lost the ages there too.
Yeah, huge losses, huge losses. I mean, I think mostly it was Rubik and also Boogie as well, just landing that 2-man stun to start up that fight onto the 2 supports. You just cut off the resource supply, and all of a sudden it just becomes super easy because, get those supports low on HP. The Bloodseeker's going to be riding around at 1,000 movement speed or whatever. It gets pretty crazy. Melagil is nearby, but can't get off the chains onto Dracho.
Okay, I don't think they're completely back in the game because, this Ember is still a big deal, and they only fought 5 versus 4, but they've cut that goalie down quite a lot.
Yeah. And they found the momentum as well. They're going for more here, which I think is the most important factor. They're trying to make some plays. They're trying to catch some heroes out in the middle lane. Might not be finding it, but this is the kind of aggression I want to be seeing from this team.
They need to. Like, you would have thought they were doing this in the mid game, but they just didn't get out of the laning stage ahead. So they've been slowly climbing their way back off the mistakes of Extremum.
Ruling back into this one. Yeah, Extremum need to get a bit more disciplined, I feel. This BKB on the PA is going to help them out a lot, though. BKB is just that very nice, low... It's a forgiving item, You can make a couple of mistakes. Doesn't matter. Pop that BKB. You're going to be happy. Don't worry about it.
Well, the only counter to the BKB right now is the Rupture, right?
Rupture, yeah.
Are they going to get him?
No, he just ran away.
Has to be Ember leading the way, I think. With this Remnant. But he only has 1 Remnant up right now. Just waiting for that to recharge. It's really awkward for Extremum because they lost that Aegis and that fight around mid. They need to wait for the next Roshan or the BKB first before they can take any real engagements.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Creeping up that 25-minute Extremum again. Seem to be looking for something. Yep.
Extremum. They got the BKB. It's go time. Anyone saw that jumps, that's the target PA is gonna follow.
Yeah, Yol is gonna get caught out here. Like, he's 9,000% dead. Oh, gee. With the snipes.
They're going for next, though. Rubik.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. Looking for more. They find themselves that Rubik. He gets annihilated. Borneo needs to leave as well, but I'm not sure he's got many ways out of this one. They keep on chasing. Afterlife, he's looking. When's that blink available? He's in the river. He doesn't need a blink. He's going to chase down Jiracho here. He's a little bit far away from his team. Stampede being used. Still not enough to get him away from this fish. So damn quick. Now they jump in. Stun comes out. BKB actually popped from the Bloodseeker here as well. They're just trying to try and fight up into each other, but he can't do enough damage. Can't bring down the big fish. And they both end up dropping. The Centaur and the Bloodseeker both dying, but in comes Borneo finding this cheeky little snipe on the sidelines, but now it's in a bit of a dangerous situation. Does manage to get out that Astral Step. Melagil is chasing. He's got the chains, hasn't used them yet. Now throws them down onto the Void Spirit, yields it out onto himself, and he's got as well this hula hoop spell. Meanwhile, Yol, he's drops the ulti onto Melagil here. No, they might look for something here. Borneo is still chasing. Yeah, he's jumping up into the high ground. He's looking for the dude. He's going to be able to cut him up here, and a Fade Bolt from Rubik seals his fate. Oh dear. Ember once again over.
He's guys, like, please.
Don't mind me. I'm just a mud golem. Doopa doop. Ah, shit. I'm dead. Yeah, they kind of got him surrounded here. Sorry, Velhol, but your time is up.
A bit more attractive than the mud golems, right? It's like the hot girl with her like average friends, trying to make herself. Yeah,
sticking out a little bit there, unfortunately, but yeah, credit for trying. Credit for trying. Need to be a little bit little bit lumpier, and she might have gotten away with it. They're once again going here. Voldemort, you know, they're just feeling the momentum, but in comes a stun on Boromir. Boromir has to back himself out just as quickly as he starts. This one, gotta be careful. It's a stun available on the Slardar. If he catches up and gets that right click off, then he's gonna be dead. Whack! See you later, Boromir. Meanwhile, Viracho coming in from the side here. He's trying to chase down Afterlife. Tricky tier to bring down. Meanwhile, Nefrit, he's waiting on the backlands, ruptured up, ready to jump in, and Viracho's like, oh dear, my rupture's gonna be ending. Probably need to think about leaving this one right about now, but they have got that vision. Viracho once again moving to the river, which is a Slardar's domain, but they're not going to chase any further. They want to try and hit a couple of timings on the side of EXTREMUM before they take their next engagement. Game's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of devolved into a scrap, Theban. These guys are going at it.
I mean, one team like EXTREMUM, they kind of overextended, especially with the Ember Spirit, and every time Ember's dead, it's like a signal for Voldemort to be able to fight, right? So they need to make sure this guy starts to play a bit more cautiously around his allies and just keep pushing lanes out, because they will just secure the game if they do it that way. And Voldemort, it seems like they're doing a really good job at punishing the mistakes, at least, because they're always constantly ready to fight.
They are on the ball. So on the ball.
So next move here, I think EXTREMUM, they don't want to really back down. They got plenty of items. This Grimstroke has Aether Lens and Glimmer Cape from a position 5. They do want to just smoke up, you know, utilize that Grimstroke, Soulbind, Inkswell combo with the Slardar, Amplify with the Phantom Assassin minus armor. Like, Roshan's gonna spawn or can start spawning in 45 seconds, but then you can't just wait for that, right? The opponent will just farm. You're just gonna keep on delaying the game, and then suddenly it's gonna be like a coin toss. What happens in the late game? Right now, I think EXTREMUM are really strong, so they should continue to do what they're doing, but just stop overextending, Mr. Melojul. That's literally your only weakness. You're a wonderful player. You've been playing freaking amazingly well every game I see, but those last 2 deaths you've had, not cool.
Yeah, a little bit of overzealousness, trying to be the 1v5 king.
I think you got a little bit of farting problems going there, Nomad.
Interesting. I'll just sort that out quickly.
Okay, so we got a Voldemort here taking the tier 2 tower bottom. Meanwhile, top we got the PA also there. And initiation onto Burn Ninja here, but he's just gonna pop his illusion, remove that haze, zip on out with his Astral Step, and the PA will secure the top tower. So they're gonna probably trade outpost, top and bottom, and they should actually take the top outpost because it's about to be 30 minutes. And Roshan is alive. Wow, that's really fast. Rosh revive. The support is just gonna go and take that outpost.
How are we doing now?
It's still a bit, yeah. It's robotic, I guess. Might be just a call. I'll just call you.
Could be disc. Well, one sec.
Middle tower is under
Sorry about that, guys. We are back. So this road, don't worry, they backed out of Roshan anyway, so nothing to talk about. Voldemort though, they're setting up to contest this, which I like.
Yep. Oh, Slardar. Woo! That's a race car right there.
Yeah, he's pretty damn quick. Yo on the front lines. I mean, he's going to get his ulti off here, which isn't actually the worst situation here. And he's even buying back into this one. Meanwhile, Melojul jump in the backlands with that BKB, trying to bring down Nikwa. Should be able to do so. Zracho just tapping on his shoulder saying, please stop killing my supports. Meanwhile, on the front, Boogie and Boromir getting busy with Nefrit, but Nefrit's got that BKB to throw out. Meanwhile, they're tagging out Melojul. They might actually get this guy down. His BKB is over. He is isolated, and he's going to get killed off. And now they'll go towards Nefrit, whose BKB is also gone. There could be some more opportunities here for the side of aggressive mode, but right now, they are going to look in towards Roche. They're going to be able to take down the big boy. There's 2 heroes dead on the side of EXTREMUM. They can buy back on the Ember Spirit if they want to. Be a big, ballsy play.
Nefrit, oh, he has no BKB. He better be really careful. They actually do buy back on the Ember.
Fight starts breaking out. Dracho pops his own BKB, trying to chop apart the Slardar here. Slardar is going to go down, but me on the other side of the side, Nefrit is also down. The two simultaneous fights breaking out, and they win both of them. They're still trying to fight up here. Melagil's trying to make something happen. Extreme, and they need to dig deep. Meanwhile, chains come down onto the two of them. Melagil's still trying to run himself away, but he's in trouble. Jump comes forward, stun comes out, damage is there, and Ember Spirit, he is going to lose his life, and that's going to be him down for 105 seconds. Make it lean out as well, because why not? The cherry on this very, very big cake which Voldemort have just been given, and they will be able to get that kill. Only thing to mention here is that I don't think they can do Roche now. I mean, still, are dead for 80 seconds.
Yeah.
They can?
Oh, man. No, they cannot. They cannot Roshan anymore. It's not really... I think the PA is going to be alive. She's going to have BKB now, and they will definitely contest that Roche. Their damage output on Roshan is terrible. That fight was actually so disastrous because they were going on completely different targets. Ember went all the way to the backline at the start. They're fighting into the high ground of Voldemort, and the supports just couldn't get out of this pit area where they just need to play around the pit, right? Let Voldemort come into you so you can pop your BKBs and fight next to each other and utilize each other's spells. And like I said, the one problem with Melagil right now is he's just constantly overexerting himself in these fights. And he's playing alone. He just got to play with his allies, play with the Slardar, and he's going to be able to kill anyone. Oh my god, that Venomancer.
Yeah, it's kind of asking for it in the river there, but nevertheless gets taken down 75 seconds, dieback from him.
Dieback, yep. So last fight, EXTREMUM actually lost 6 heroes. They do want to think about this Roshan, but they don't want to lose another fight, so they're just going to wait for the Ember to be alive. Oh, I also see a Orb of Destruction on the Phantom Assassin too. That's a pretty big item for her to get. Some slow also. They really got to get rid of like the Rubik, the Venomancer in the fights first. But in order to do that, you got to lure them out. You can't just dive into them.
EXTREMUM going straight back in again. This time, the Roche is going to go their way. Voldemort, just not here to defend it. Not without their Venomancer. Throughout all of that, everything that happened, these two Roche fires which went in Voldemort's way, they still weren't able to bring him down. And EXTREMUM still get it. I mean, that's just the nature of the draft, the nature of the beast. This Bloodseeker hero is terrible at taking Roshan. Void Spirit, not much better. In fact, much worse, and Centaur as well, a bit of a potato when it comes to Roche, so this makes it really easy for EXTREMUM to take that objective for themselves, and that might be the deciding factor of this game. Yeah,
and now with the Aegis, I think Voldemort is going to be very deflated into trying to make any moves happen. So EXTREMUM are going to be the ones on the aggressive now. They're going to smoke up here, push the mid lane, so that's going to push into the opponent. They know exactly where Voldemort are gonna be.
There we go. There you go. Guess who? It's the Veno. He's in trouble. Does get the ultimate off again though, so again, you know, not that bad in all honesty. Meanwhile, Dracho, he's on the front lines here. He's in a bit of trouble though, as he's getting beaten down. Has to run himself away. A lot of anti-armor thrown out onto him. Nefrit keeps on chasing, and he does get the kill. Goes in deep and finds it. Meanwhile, the Spirits are having a battle in the back lines. Melagil's gonna back himself away. Boromir as well. Seems like they've got some kind of gentleman's agreement not to fight each other. So they'll instead turn their attention towards the Centaur. Centaur stunned up, but Velholt's one in real trouble right now, as Boromir will be able to bring him down. Jill popping that BKB. Has to be careful with it. Meanwhile, the backlines, Afterlife trying to find the Venomancer, and Venomancer at long last will finally get killed off. He was the initial person who got engaged upon in this fight, but they're going back in here. Boogie, he's going to give Slardar a bit of a tickle in, but that's about all it's going to be as they turn around and look to blow up this Centaur, but Centaur's still alive for the time being. It's a PA who's actually in some trouble right now, but she's got that Aegis, don't forget, so she's still peachy. Meanwhile, the Void Spirit, he's going to get brought down by Melagil. Yeah, coming back in just a second. It looks like Boo's going to get brought down as well. A nice big crit from Nefrit puts it into him, and Voldemort will most certainly be losing this fight, but they did manage to take the Aegis. That's about all I can say for Voldemort in this one.
Yeah, they took the Aegis, but that's going to be the trade-off. I mean, the PA is going to get so much momentum here. She's got an Abyssal Blade. I was so surprised when the Bloodseeker actually died. The Bash held him down long enough for the PA to be able to get that extra hit in, the crit. But if the Bloodseeker actually lived there, I'm not so sure how this fight would have actually turned out. They really need to find the Rubik. I feel like he's the one who's creating all the chaos in these fights. Even the damage output that's going to the PA, the magic damage, that's what's killing her. So find the Rubik, kill him first, and then I think the fight for EXTREMUM is just so simple.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think I realized how good of a Rubik game this one was, but he's having an absolute stonker.
Yeah, the Lina spells, that's all literally he needs, right?
Pretty much.
Game. either the Dragon Slave or the Light Strike Array. You just play off your Centaur. It's perfectly enough.
Yell's dead again, but not exactly headline news.
What page is that? Page like 12 or something?
Yeah, yeah, maybe in the
5 dies.
confessionals at the bottom. DD up top if anybody sees it. That's going to be big news for PA. Right now, they're focused on the towers. They want these objectives. Tier 2 mid is going to get pressured in here. No Venomancer for 25. I'm going to make it pretty easy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Why hasn't the Venos actually been able to survive some of these jumps?
Yeah, they ignored him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just want to go for like bigger kills, but realistically speaking, you just gotta kill whoever you see.
Yeah.
And then you just take it from there.
Like, once he gets his ultimate off, he's happy, he's done. But I feel like they could maybe kill him before he gets it off. But even if they can't, just at least finish the job, I think, because
right, the Plague Words are still annoying too.
Yeah.
And the Glimmer Cape, if he uses that and your supports are dead and all of a sudden you don't have any reveal, that could be the reason why you lose a team fight. So, like, when you see a support, you kill him. You kill him. You just take the advantage, you get the numbers game going. You'll be 5 versus 4 already, and then you can just start controlling up the map. You don't need the big kills all the time.
No. This scan's pretty key. They managed to see exactly where EXTREMUM are, and now they find this double damage as well. Just like, here, take my bottle. It's like, oh, thank you very much. Fill that one up. Get yourself a double damage in your pocket, ready to go. Ooh, Voldemort. They gotta be scared. I hope they're clicking items right now, because if they're not, they're gonna be in some trouble. Oh, a 3-man inks. Well, that is goddamn perfect. They'll take down Nick, could start this one off. Meanwhile, the backlines, the Bloodseeker's going in deep here, but he's gonna get himself killed off. This fight is over before it even started. Bornea being beaten in right now, and he's gonna lose his life. 3 quick dispatches, make it number 4, as Yol's gonna get picked off, trailing on the sidelines. Melajul finds him, and that's gonna be 4. Oh, dearie me. That was such a big catch from Afterlife. There is no chance you're surviving after that one.
That wasn't a fight, that was a massacre.
Yeah.
All they got was a position 5, but then this PA just went in with that DD. The Bloodseeker just got stunned up, he died instantly. Oh yeah, that felt really, really good for EXTREMUM. I mean, they've hit their stride at this point, and I really don't know how Voldemort tried to stop this from happening. I guess. Okay.
Missiles under the tier 4s. Boogie and PA both in some trouble as Yol gets brought down. Boogie's going to start running himself back. PA's still perfectly fine, actually. She's just bouncing around. Boogie's going to get cut up. They come out of their base before their team is ready for them to really leave. And now, well, Yol's going to be dead for 70 more seconds. Goodness gracious.
I would love to see like a Vlads or something come out from these guys on Radiant. Oh, they do have Vlads now. Okay, oh, Slaughter got it. Okay, great. Now they got the life skill for the PA as well. Yep, and you know, they're just gonna back off here because 1, Centaur bought out, 2, there was a repair kit on that tier 3 tower, and you don't really need to rush anything, right? You got so much gold on this PA now, she's almost at that Satanic, and then 1 more team fight probably will secure this game for EXTREMUM at this point.
Yeah.
Do you see how quickly this game exploded from like 0 to like 100? That's just the difference in the late game capabilities of these 2 drafts.
Yeah, it kicked off. It absolutely kicked off this game. It's such a snowball. The thing is that it could have been on the other foot. I really do just think it comes down to Voldemort not quite playing their tempo, and also having no way to take Roche makes it very awkward as well. Like, their pushing and their Roche potential is just really non-existent until this Bloodseeker gets tons of items, which is a hard thing to rely on.
You're telling me draft?
Yeah, draft.
That's what we always end up coming back to in this game.
Yeah, they put themselves in a position where it's just really, really hard to win unless they completely stomped EXTREMUM out of the game. But it's not over yet. They still have opportunities to take fights, you know, if they're able to jump in the backline, especially the Slaughter feels like such a high-value pick-off, the Grimstroke and the Lena. All these heroes, if they can bring them down nice and early, then they can definitely find themselves a way to bring this one in. But unfortunately, Nefra is just turning into a damage machine. He's got the triple stifling dagger, but they're going to go on the backlines here, try and bring down the PA. But unfortunately, Abyssal Blade comes down onto the Bloodseeker. He has to run himself out instead of in with the Stampede. It doesn't make a difference. They're still going to be able to cut him down. And Nefra takes the Thunder from the Rupture. Maybe they can look for a target here, but she's going to turn around and start fighting with the Centaur. Centaur trying to kill her off, might be able to do so. Pings for the help and does receive it as Bornea will finish the job. Melajul's the one to chase forward now. He's got a BKB ready and waiting to to go. Void Spirit in some trouble trying to get himself to that high ground. Bloodseeker does have buyback, by the way, should he want to use it. So they might be trying to bait some heroes in right now. Nico turns around with a cheeky little chains to hold back that Slardar, but it doesn't really make a difference. He's still going to get chopped up. Boogie on the run under tier 4s. Going to be safe enough for the time being, and even without that PA, they can still take these fights Extremum. They don't need her.
They don't need her, but they're going to be missing out on a lot of physical damage, so they're probably just going to back off this tower here. They know the Void Spirit can still fight. He's got an E-Blade, Shivas, and then they got the repair kit now. Oh, they're actually going to start? Oh. Back off. Clearing the creeps.
BKB pop from the Slardar here even to get away from Bornea's Remnant. They'll jump in. They might have caught themselves out a little Ember Spirit here, but unfortunately the Remnant's already been used down here. Submergil's still absolutely fine. He's got a BKB as well, so he's going to bounce himself out. He's got himself that Axe, got himself those Remnants, and he can just run away. An optimistic stampede.
Gee. It's like, please have mercy. Oh, he's so fast. Ooh.
Quick boy, but unfortunately they have that dust out onto him. Remnant's going to connect as well. Yeah, see you later, G. Thanks for playing.
I didn't like their mover. Like the repair kit is on the tower. You don't have your PA, and they keep on hitting. It was quite questionable. Now you got the Grimstroke dead for 1 minute, and I think Voldemort have some kind of opportunity at the moment to try and make a play happen on this map. 3 versus 5, 4 versus 5 situation. It would be wonderful if they can like get out there and get a Lina kill or something.
Yeah.
Just to reset those timers, you know, and make it really awkward for Extremum to regroup.
Yeah, keep them ticking over. Just keep those, keep one hero in the grave the whole time, perhaps, but could be a big ask.
Here we go. Smoke up. 30 seconds. No Grim. 4 versus 5. Oh,
they thought the PA was there because some creeps died, but it was just a dagger.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, Baronia. Maybe in some trouble. He's got the Yules, though. Needs to get himself back here and will be safe to do so. Although he's jumping in. We're all going to get himself his ulti off just on a bunch of heroes, but also got himself cut up. Ember, once again, making a big early BKB here as well. Let's see if he gets punished for this one. He very well might be, as the Rubik jumped himself away, steals the Remnant. Now no BKB up on the Ember if this next fight is to start out here. Things being made. They want to try and look for something, but I'm not sure they're going to find much. Voldemort's still fishing, casting out that line.
Fishing. You're going to go back into the Roshan pit, secure the third Aegis, refresh the shard again. I'm telling you, man, I feel like it's 10% chance or something to see an Aghanims on the third Roshan.
No, it's never there.
It really isn't. It would be so nice if you can get like a Aghanims on the third Roshan.
Yeah.
So sick. But yeah, they're gonna just now regroup. That initial jump onto that like small camp where they thought the PA completely ruined the element of surprise for Voldemort. They could have had something going if they actually were able to stun a hero, because it was a 4 versus 5 situation.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Sanj getting
Dire's
removed
middle
here.
tower is under attack.
That's his halberd gone for Centaur. Pepe hands.
Yeah, it would have been a nice item to have for himself in the next engagement, but won't be doing so for another 3.5 minutes. You get clumsy with the courier and you pay the price. Well, Vel's going to get killed up. What, Boromir? Oh,
no buyback.
No.
Just trying to push a little bit.
Creep wave deep, yeah, and he does get killed off for it. Dang.
Got no buyback now. He's got a spell prism, he takes it, but he's dead for 80. He should give that to someone else while he's dead. Because there's definitely going to be some kind of an attack coming out from Extremum here. Bloodseeker's trying to push his top lane out with his illusion, but I don't think that's really going to do much. They also got the wave on mid. 1 repair kit left as well. 70 seconds they gotta buy.
Repair kit of dreams. How much space can it make? Let's see. Yo,
chill.
Raggy. Yeah, Rubik's only got a repair kit. I don't know.
Let's see. Sauter has 3.7k gold. Not quite there at AC. Ember has 4.7k. He's already got the Octarine core. Maybe he's trying to look to... Maybe he might upgrade his Mjolnir. Or get a Hex or something. Some more Disable. Yeah, it seems like they really don't want to make anything happen while this Void Spirit doesn't have buyback. Maybe he does... Oh, they don't know he doesn't have buyback.
I'm worth so much more.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess not.
It's not on cooldown. Yeah, it's not on cooldown anymore. But still, I feel you should try to do something with his Aegis. And you have a Satanic on your PA.
Yeah,
These
there's no
are
reason not
pushing
to
it.
go in, is there? Like, even if he does buy back, you know, you've got his buyback, you know, seems pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can back off after that if you need.
5 seconds
There
till
we
they got
go.
that Void Spirit back up again. He's ready to play, ready to hit. There's that repair kit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh,
Jump
that's
forward
a
here,
lot of
going for the lift. Cheeky play from Nico to jump himself in. Meanwhile, the old eye going in the backlines here, trying to lock down the Void Spirit, but is unable to do so. Now, he's in a bit of trouble himself. They actually dropped the Rupture onto Nefrit. Meanwhile, Melajor, once again, under the tier 4 towers, going pretty insane with this one. Meanwhile, Rubik has stolen the Corrosive Haze, which is going to be a pretty big deal if this fight is to continue. Bellhorn jumping into the front lines. There comes a Laguna. Just holds back on the second one. Now, Void Spirit, he's in some trouble. Second Laguna comes out, dodged out by the Yules, unfortunately. Borneo now jumping himself forwards. Nefrit's BKB has ended. Maybe they can find themselves a timing here on Voldemort, but they don't have their Sentinel, but it doesn't matter. They'll take down Old Afterlife anyway. Meanwhile, Melajor sticking on the front lines, doesn't have that BKB, but still wants to try and find something, but they are going to back themselves away now. They are going to count their losses and chill. They got a
Oh my
buyback
goodness.
from Yol. It's something, I guess, but another BKB, another Aegis, sorry, down the drain for EXTREMUM.
That
They
is.
didn't really get anything for it. And again, Rubik making an amazing play, just using the remnants to jump in, get the distance for the lift, and then just stealing so many clutch spells that fight. He had some
Oh,
leader
that was so
spells,
nice.
and then he had the Corrosive Haze, which just made killing the Slardar easier. Really lovely.
Yeah, very well played by the Rubik there, and I'm really getting concerned for EXTREMUM's discipline in this game because there's a repair kit on the tower again. The P is at half health. They just let that Aegis die like that. They could have just backed off and went to the top racks, right, where there won't be any repair kit. You would even kill the tower extremely fast, but you know they're just so they want to fight like warriors with honor. But little do they know, there's no honor in war. You gotta do what's tactical.
True. There's no warfare. Meanwhile, Grimstruck's got himself up a sheepstick. Pretty nice. Combination with the Soulbind. Gonna get some hard lockdown in this fight.
Yep.
Oh.
Double
Wow.
hexes. Be scary. Ags on Nina too. Get pure damage Lagunas.
Oh, Ember comes soaring into the engagement here with this DD flying around the front lines of this fight, and they have got this Bloodseeker locked down. Hex out on Tim as well with the Soulbind, keeping him controlled up, but he gets on the BKB. The Gudube comes out on Tim as well. There's sorely no way he's going to survive this one. Nope, Dracho will go down. I mean, one of the sidelines, they've already taken down G at the very least. Borneo jumping through as well, trying to find the PA. Might need a little bit more here, but definitely getting him kind of low. But Meon Melody on the back going to kill off Nikwa, and Nefrit still alive for the time being. Oh, the Ethereal Blade, not quite enough to finish off this Phantom Assassin. Maybe the poison will do it, but nah, she's got lifesteal. Jump over to the creeps, heal herself up, and Nefrit's going to be absolutely fine. Again, I mean, this Bloodseeker keeps running into the fights and trying to man-fight with the Phantom Assassin, which don't seem to work out too well for him.
I mean, they've been jumping the Bloodseeker, or the PA has been jumping the Bloodseeker with that Abyssal Blade. So he hasn't had any opportunities to just run away or reposition himself because the PA is constantly looking for the Bloodseeker in fights. But yeah, now they don't have a buyback on the Void Spirit. Again, they're just going to go into the high ground. No more repair kits. No more.
Dire's structures are
Fade out the
Nothing.
glyph.
Nothing
Yeah.
to protect these towers other than the glyph, which now gets used as
Finally.
well. 2 lanes being pushed in, buybacks available on the Bloodseeker and the Rubik. Not going to use them though. 50 seconds till the Void Spirit's up, and that's who they're waiting for.
They got to get their carry back alive, Rubik.
I'll have him soon enough. So moving up top like this, putting himself in a advantage position. An advantageous position to try and find himself a nice big stun. Maybe set his team up for a fight. But still a long way until anybody's coming back into this one. Rubik once again stealing remnants. Nice thing to steal, but unfortunately that horn means it's Megas. Jump in, stun onto the Slardar. They might be trying to set up for something here. Nick, we're jumping forwards as well, but the BKB's pop from Melajor. Nick's just going to get taken down instantly. He's got the buyback, has to use it. Meanwhile, still waiting for the Venomancer. Bloodseeker trying to come into the front here. It's Melajor pops his BKB. Nefrit as well with the Satanic. Gets a kill onto Boogie with that dagger. Meanwhile, Valhor jumps in deep onto the Void Spirit. Void Spirit's got himself off that Yules, but now he gets the first phase onto him, and he's be careful. The Bloodseeker as well. Again, Super Large Ratcher has to fight up, but there's just no way to do it. BKB buyback comes out from him. Meanwhile, Void Spirit in some trouble under the tier 4. So he gets cut down by the PA. She's dropping so low. She doesn't have any way to stay alive here, and she's gonna get cut off. And now they're going towards Melajor. Melajor has no BKB. They might be megaed, but they are gonna get themselves a couple of kills. But unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be holding on to this game right now. I mean, the Mega Creeps are out. They don't have fantastic Mega Creep defense, so it's really just going to be a slow burn, a slow death for Voldemort. This isn't one of those games where I'm hoping for a Mega Creep comeback, because I don't think it's going to happen.
Nah, it really, they don't have the heroes for it, and Extremum aren't even using buyback, so there's no win condition on the side of Voldemort at the moment. Maybe if Extremum go back in there and die once again, buyback, try to join the fight and die with that hero, there's a win condition. But for now, there's none. Bloodseeker, he's gonna have to switch up into a Mjolnir to try and defend these creeps as well. But you know, they'll try. I want to say, like, this game lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah.
Yeah, Voldemort took some really great fights here and there. You know, this Rubik and Boogie on the Centaur, Nico and Boogie, both had really, really good games. I mean, they really did shine in the team fights. But unfortunately, you need the power to back up these this 3 and 4 position.
Watch this, Lina. She's invis. She has a refresher orb. Just trying for something.
Oh, Nico sees him though. Got the vision out. Uh-oh. Lina, trying for some shenanigans, might have had herself shenaniganed as Liqua steals the Laguna and throws it back in her face. Oh dear, get those
That's
tips
a
out.
lamp. That was a magic lamp. Saved them.
Oh, really? On the Rubik? Nice.
That was hot.
That was pretty funny. But yeah, Lina making some funny stuff happen. I want to say though, like, I think Voldemort have been playing well with what they've had, right? You know, when life gave you lemons make lemonade, right? I think that's true. But Extremum though, like, these guys, they got, you know, like a 10-layer chocolate cake, and I feel like they're only utilizing 1 layer here. Like, they don't appreciate what they had, and they made a lot of, like, silly errors, I want to say, or not really being super disciplined.
Oh, jumping the high ground, that's a Venomancer, or was a Venomancer to be more accurate. Meanwhile, the PA is getting jumped a little bit here. That Princess Knife helping out from Boogie, but so much damage pumping out of the PA right now. The sun comes down after the BKB, so it's not going to be doing much damage inside of it, but now they just turn around and look at the Ratio, and they's just melting in the front of that. They're looking for the supports instead. Rubik's going to get brought down here as Nico will lose his life, but Nefrit did die for this one. Borneo was able to blow him up with the magic damage, trying to help out Nefrit, but the Ratio is already dead, and this fight looks like it belongs to Melajils. He jumps on top of his brother, getting on top of that boy's spirit, but Boogie coming in to help out as well, baiting out the stun, continues to be out of stun. They're both turned into little piggies, and the little piggies have gone to market and turned into pork. Poor little guys, the GGs are called, and this game will go to Extremum. They did it in the end, as we expected they would, but the Extremums, you know, they played it cautious, they played it slow. Voldemort had some great fights, but in the end, it just wasn't enough to come back in. Extremum